Procrastination, the root of an unfulfilled life, the enemy of the budding entrepreneur. How do you combat it? Consider what being an entrepreneur actually is. It's the process of thinking of something and then being able to bring it to life as quick as possible. The quicker you can bring it to life, the better of an entrepreneur that you are. You may not necessarily want to be an entrepreneur, and that's completely okay. This video is still for you if you're looking to achieve a substantial goal in your life. For me, that just happens to be entrepreneurship. So how do you bring something to life if life is full of obstacles like procrastination? Essentially, you just need to cut through the bullshit, cut through your own bullshit, cut down the bigger task into smaller chunks and get after it. Today, not tomorrow. If the bigger goal is, for example, to achieve like 1 million subscribers on YouTube, you need to break that down into manageable chunks, essentially like uploading a video. And then you need to break it down to the smallest possible level that you can actually do. And then you need to do that. And then you can build upon that process. But you do need to start with the smallest manageable chunk that you can actually do. Break it down, keep breaking it down. For me, that's uploading a video, uploading a video, uploading a video. But for you, it could be, if it's, for example, going to the gym. For you, it could be, I just need to go to the gym. I just need to step inside the gym. I just need to do a couple of reps of this set, right? But you can break down any substantial goal into smaller manageable chunks that you can do on a day-to-day basis. And if you do that, your actions are aligned with your ultimate goal, right? Of a daily basis. That grand vision that you have stays that way unless you do this step. It's vitally important. So once you've done that, what next? You basically just need to start going after it, right? It's easier said than done, I know, but hear me out. The act of doing it today and not tomorrow propels you into forward momentum, makes you want to keep doing the things that allow you to keep propelling forward. But it also goes backwards, right? So if you are just content with where you are and you don't actually achieve the things you want to achieve in that day, you start to spiral backwards and start to like think less of yourself, and then it's kind of like a negative feedback loop, right? You have evidence to prove that you haven't done the thing you want to achieve, and so you think you can't achieve it, and then you keep not doing the thing you want to achieve, and so you can't achieve it. And so it keeps going in like a little loop, and it goes all the way down as far as you can go, right? And that's how people end up in depression. But there's also a positive spiral where you can keep going up and up and up and up, keep doing the things on a day-to-day basis, and you keep getting better and better and better and better. And then you ultimately end up reaching your grand vision. It's essentially like reps at the gym. Once you start going after it and once you start doing the thing, you start to kind of form your identity around the thing you're doing, and you start to believe yourself as a person who does those things. So for example, if you're trying to upload on YouTube, then you upload consistently, you'll start to see yourself as a YouTuber, and because you see yourself as that, you will continue to upload consistently. As an example, going to the gym as well. If you start going to the gym consistently, you will start to see yourself as an active person who, of course, just goes to the gym naturally. And then it starts to become like a second thought, like a habit. And you don't even need to put conscious effort into it. And then you level up, right? Instead of maybe the step is, I need to get into the door of the gym. Maybe it's, I now need to get another like 1 rep max or something like that. You level up each time. So do it today, crush it as hard as you can, leave it all on the table. And then at night, when you go to bed, you can rest easy knowing that you have done everything possible in your power to get what you want to achieve done in that day. So you essentially want to develop this bias towards action, where instead of having a bias towards learning, I had this kind of trade-off for a long time where I was focusing more on learning than the bias towards action. I would watch YouTube videos on how to achieve what I want to achieve, and I would read books and basically keep learning and have all this knowledge, but I would ultimately end up in the same spot because I'm not taking action on the knowledge I'm getting. If you take a bias towards action, you will realize that you learn more than the process of taking a bias towards learning, because doing actually makes you learn more than trying to learn. Like for example, sales, you can read all the books on sales or watch all the YouTube videos on sales, but until you've called like 100 people, you won't actually know what sales is about. You'll learn a shit ton more from the first 100 calls that you make trying to actually sell something than you will the thousands of videos, thousands of hours, or built books or anything that you've read online of how to sell. Just do it. Learn and do it. It's the Dunning-Kruger effect really in full display here. I mean, once you start to kind of learn on the thing that you're trying to learn, you realize all the things that you don't know and you start to feel dumb. But before you actually start along that process, you're basically blindly optimistic. You're not sure exactly what's going to happen, but you wish the best. But it's good. Once you start traveling down the path and you realize all the things you don't know, your mind kind of expands and you can actually start tackling the things that you actually don't know, because before you didn't know the things that you didn't know, right? So as an example, I've been a software engineer for 7 years. When I first started creating software, I created shit software. I didn't think it was shit at the time, but looking back on it, I now realized how shit it was. But if I didn't actually start creating the software and start creating shit software, and I probably still create shit software, but if I didn't actually start that process, then I wouldn't be where I am now, where I feel like I actually know a lot. And 10 years' time, I'll probably look back on now and still be like, damn, he was dumb. And the thing is, that could probably go on forever because the world is like an infinite knowledge source. So, whatever goal that you're trying to accomplish, just crush it. Just start today. Don't start tomorrow. I mean, tomorrow is not your friend. If you keep saying that you're going to do it tomorrow, you won't. Procrastination just leads to confusion, a foggy mind, and you're not sure what to do. It leads to a bunch of overwhelm, and I'm sure you've realized that. Try doing the actual task, break it down into smaller, manageable chunks, and do that for a week straight, and then see how you feel. Don't let the things stop you that, oh, I need to learn this to actually before I start. No, just do for a week and then see how you feel. I hope this video helped you fight procrastination and put a little bit of fire under your ass to actually get the shit done that you want to get done. Attack the things that you want to achieve today, not tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching. And remember, don't do what you feel like doing, do what is required.